Welcome all to episode 8 of Let's Play Humankind at Humankind difficulty, the over-explained series, where I'm also showcasing the common quarter stat. This is where we had left off at the end of the last era. We had completed a wonder, the statue of Zeus for Canadian moves, the pink player here, and we had a choice left up. There were other notifications, but we had a choice left up between money, influence, and 50 leverage. Now, the first two times that I had helped build a wonder, I had chosen the influence. And money would certainly also be fine, although the money and the influence that you gain towards, uh, as far as I know, they do not count towards towards the progress. But the leverage, to the best of my knowledge, absolutely does. So if we see here, the diplomat starts, we are at 137 out of 175. So I think this is a nice opportunity to choose the 50 leverage. We also do not have any strong leverage against him, so
I will.
this way we will get good leverage against him. So let us choose this 50 leverage. And next turn, I think we should get from 137 to 187. Let's hope so. Otherwise, it will probably have been something broken with the update, but I think it should be fine. What should you be doing? You cannot come up so quickly. Maybe you can. No, you can't either. So, you know what? Come here. Make sure that we burn this place. And with this particular unit, we can just be within the range. Okay? Let us just be within the range. You need to get back up on our continent. Indeed. We can settle yet another city in a few turns, and I think that is what I will be doing. Once I settle up a city in a few turns, then I can start settling up more and more territories. But for now, I think I would like to wait, seeing how things go. We have discovered the Nile River. Oh, Egyptian River. Nice. Okay, so this territory has to be settled around here. So you know what? I will just try to see if we have any curiosities anywhere. Let's see. Not that I can look, not that I can find, but it's fine. And we have silk, which is such an excellent. Oh, we have even more silk up here. That is good.
Go this way.
Oh wow, we have so much silk. This is very, very important. So I will buy this, of course. 32 food. Wow. The harbors are now getting very, very strong. But there is a reason to buy this. So suppose we go into our capital where we have only, I mean, most of our cities only have one or two makers quarters. So it is 466. And if we buy up the artisan's quarter with influence, we will go only a few production up. So while it doesn't look very impressive, what will become very impressive is once we have a lot of silk here claimed up. And I think then how do we want to make this city? I think the city should be one, two, maybe even three, four, and five. I like that. I like that very, very much. Okay, that feels nice. Seven. Let me come down with you. And uncover all these regions. Okay, we now have a sight over most of this, and our diplomatic unit will also uncover some land. We have quite a lot of silk here. I definitely want silk within our region. Silk is a very good luxury. Okay, Citadel of Alamut will be made in 2 turns. You are making a maker's quarter. You are making a Citadel of Alamut. You can complete a maker's quarter right now. You know what? Just
With
complete.
15 makers' quarters, your biggest worry may be where all the workers will eat and sleep.
Can I complete the citadel in one turn? How about if I put even my capital there? No. Okay. Then the citadel doesn't need to go there. It's fine. Okay. Let's check if there is any other event that we missed. We have a grievance that we can collect within the next turn, and then I think we can forgive this grievance. But let us also check if we will actually get 137 to 187. So let's go. We have guilds researched, so we are moving very fast. I will research alchemy now. Scientist star has been earned. And we definitely earned the diplomat star, right? We are at 202. So we definitely earned the 50 from there. We also earned our third scientist star. So now we are good to go, right? We have four 3 stars: builder, scientist, militarist, agrarian. I would say in each era you should aim at least for agrarian, scientist, and builder stars 3. These threes are easy to get any 1/4. If you're going for war, then military expansionist is also an easy one, and we will be getting this one, and also the aesthete one. So indeed, we will be getting like 20 or plus stars. Diplomat stars has been gained, and I think there would probably have been some leverage collected. 5 leverage here, acknowledge. Let's see, scientist star leverage has been collected. Population has been gained in Habana. Okay, grievance has been
Greetings.
available.
What shall we discuss?
Indeed, grievances. Oh, we have a lot of grievance available. You know what? Come there. Maybe we can first move them. I doubt it. But we had 5, we had 10, we had 10. Okay. So quite a lot of leverage gain. Have we also been seeing any leverage here? I think in this era, if now the leverages are getting triggered so easily, that might mean that it is time to make sure that they are not on sleep and that we can move them around. Okay, you have come here. This is too far, clearly. Uh, okay, you know what? Come here, then we will see. Oh, wow. In just one turn, this developed into a city. Terrible.
Onward.
But I will
Ready to
just
go.
make sure that we have enough units. And this is actually not even a bad one because it has become a city. That means we will get yet another 3 kills. And this should be very, very easy. 470 out of 60 if we just assault. I mean, we don't even need to fight because the given and shut case that it will be deleted. We also gained our expansionist star from here, so we gained like 200 something. I don't know how much was that in the same turn, but we definitely do not want this city. So I will also be deleting this one in one turn. What can you do? Oh, you can make a bate before this is deleted. How about this? We could make a bate here or this side. None of them is bad, really. This side of the region is probably good for a hamlet. So let us make a bate there. 140. And then it is good. Just start making citadel. Pretty nice. Right? Even if you capture a place, you can easily make some districts there. Okay. Plosef obviously has quite a lot of things here. So we will not be able to claim everything here. which is anyway not a good idea. It is not a good way to showcase things, but that is what I have been doing. There is, okay, this can be collected in one turn. So you know what? Just collect this. You should not move there. And let's see. 70 influence, 60 science. Wow, that is quite something. One of our ships is lost at sea, but it will recover, so this is fine. Population has been gained in Habana. Nice. Anadolu has been converted to a new religion, animism, but it will convert to our religion surely, hopefully soon. Okay, and Habana is indeed here. Which territory do we want to take up? I would say that I would want this territory because it has two unknown strategic resources. But one of the things to realize is that you don't actually need to make territories that have unknown strategic resources because you can always improve them later with influence. And if you make them into a territory, they will be only can be only be improved by production. So sometimes it is actually useful to let it just be there and only take territories with the highest production and food, which in this case is probably this 1823 or 2410. Both of them pretty nice. Uh, Obviously, I have to take both of them one after another. And we can think of where to put everything up. And this, I think, will be a hamlet site, so I can put a batey here for sure. Okay, so let us attach this territory, I think. It doesn't have anything to build, and it has a high enough production, so 864. We went even high. Nice. Oh, a batey can be made from this side. Obviously, this territory is still here. That is even better because it even increases our production even more. So not a bad idea at all, actually. Okay, let it be built there. So in 2 turns that can be built. What are you doing, Plosef? You should take all these territories and claim them. Now how are you going to get more territories here? So this is a solitary city. Right? If that is how you want to do, Plosef, fair enough. Do whatever you want. Just don't come back if it doesn't work out, right? This one could be a batey just beside this. While I could definitely build a hamlet around here for sure, so it's not really needed. Okay, so this will be the fourth territory, which I definitely want to attach in Habana, and also build up another batey there. So I will attach, and this one has 3 out of 4, so which means Havana will go to 23, and we can build a batey through here also. It is fine, I think. Not a bad idea, I guess. Start building from this side. Maybe we can build oh, another maker quarters or some other quarters if you want. We will obviously first build the citadel of Alamut just so that we have everything running good. Is there any good hamlet here? There is indeed a good hamlet. 13 plus 21. I think this is a necessary thing to build first. You can even give up citadel. You need to build the hamlet because you are very low in production. And I think we would need more salt. This has not been built since ancient era. I have kept that up in our queue. Okay, sleep here, it's fine. Okay, so this is the particular territory that we definitely want to claim. And I already see an placement where it can be claimed well.
Go this way.
Not everything worth appreciating was forged by human hands.
We have even discovered Lenqua. Marahensis.
Stripes of sandy dunes alternate with jewel-like lagoons. There's nothing else in the world quite like this incredible landscape.
Oh, what is the sneaky territory? This is a very sneaky territory which extends everywhere. Okay. 79, this is 1411, so this is 25. This is also 3, 26, but this has 4 river tiles, so I will be placing it here. Oh wow, this is a very, very sneaky territory. I quite like that. I quite like this territory. Indeed, I will probably also settle that one on top. Oh, you can do that by yourself. I think this is fine. Okay. What other places do we need to claim? Nothing. I think you need to come down. We are making heavy use of our horseman units. Army became lost at sea. Indeed, this is still the same turn, so not an issue. Ashur is going to make our quarters. This one is making citadel also, although this place will get destroyed. Monok is making citadel, and then will be building their first hamlet. Nice, Scythian Neapolis. Are we close to any other stars? We are indeed close to the next Aesthete stars, and we will be getting there in 2 turns, so that is indeed happening. A merchant star is much later, and if we are very lucky, then maybe we can get the second diplomat star, but I would not put my hopes on that. In fact, since we have collected the leverage from Plosif, may as well renounce this for another 5, which will update only next turn. So this is one of the important parts about realizing is that whenever you forgive any grievance, then it only updates at the beginning of next turn. So never do that on the last turn. Always do it on the second to last turn. Whenever you need that updated statistic. Okay. Corral. I don't have any crisis with you. In fact, can we have a treaty? I need more influence. How about you now?
Are you wine or are you vinegar?
Oh, I need 3 more turns. Pretty nice.
Have a seat. Have a glass. Let's get to know each other.
Let me get customs union with you, Canadian Moose.
For you.
Nice. Who else do I need to forgive? Okay, let me wait 1 turn and press this quickly. Can we first move it? No, we could not first move it. It is fine. I expected that to happen. Which means we can indeed now forgive this one, because that is the one that was placed there. And we can no longer collect that leverage, so I think I will just forgive it. And we will station our unit right here. We do not need to move it anywhere, and let us get the notifications up. Resources have been sold, so we gained 430 something gold. Orinoco.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
I'm not a bystander, Mr. Narrator. I helped do the wonder. Right? Let's see, urgent affairs need our attention. Belloc converted to our religion. Ransack is now successful. Thank you. Grievance is now available.
As always.
Aha!
Yes, sir.
And you can already see that there is a lot of tiles which have like very thin roads. That is very, very important, because of which the diplomatic units can move so far ahead. So, has that been already taken by somebody? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, acknowledge. I also have urgent affairs, so I really do not need money or influence, so I will gain another 40 leverage. That would be very nice. We will get from 255 to 295 because of this. Nice. Next turn, so we are raking in leverages. Pretty fine. This territory could still be taken over because we have another gemstone. Uh, do we want that territory though? This one we definitely, I think, want. Okay, I already have taken over, so I will take the porcelain. Yet another gold. The tea is very good, 2% food, and it is not a high amount of influence. We are building very high, we have very high influence generation. So which places are very good? I need to get there back again. Uh, that's a pity. Okay, first of all, then let me. So we have at least 2 units which can make claims here, and 2 diplomats. So it is definitely then a good idea to be going back and making claims with everybody else. Okay. Yeah, just make the claim on the best tile. I don't really care. It is fine. We will handle everything else later. Okay, so we have deleted the city. That means we can build it anywhere. 1610, 1614. Although since I had that particular bug, let me see if this bug holds or not, right? So what I refer to is this. Like if I build it up here, obviously this will be built in one turn. But you see, none of these tiles have been exploited. So if you take this territory up, move it, outpost relocation, let's say here, right? 44, not too much, but let's say, and back again. Then all these tiles now get exploited. So this is why it's a loss of influence if you build it over some other ruin. But okay, not too bad. I will build it here for 12 food. Nice. We will make sure you come back into our area. And let us now see whether we can get some client states. We should be getting one more client state, right? We have 127. I do not want to give up anything to you. Client state 735. Let's go. Every time we get a client state, Burley is the one getting hurt. Ah, we have more units here and they have crossbowmen. Indeed, we need to come back and we might even need to build another army actually. 5 crossbowmen could even lay siege to our cities. Do we have a free territory that I want to give to them? I could always, what I could always do, settle this territory and give it to the free people. That would not be too bad. That is an idea which always works. So let me consider that a little while later. This particular unit, just move here to see if there is any curiosity. Okay, move back. Okay, the next round of grievances were generated, but now they are nowhere to be seen. Okay, so maybe you can become. I will keep them active for a few turns and then shut them off. Oh, there's also the reason why this was active. Okay, demilitarized zone has become active, so it is a good idea to keep our units just out. Okay, you need to be wandering around yourself. No, why? Why are you coming back in my area? That is not what I want you to do. I want you to stay in Plosev's area. One of the features lacking in this game is trying to set up like a place around where you can keep going. But it's fine. Orinoco discovered. Guardian X has chosen to reach the medieval era with the Byzantine. And Canadian Moose has gone with Huns to Aztecs. Okay, he is choosing war ones one after each others. Does he have any idea to invade us? Don't know. He doesn't have that much of an army. He has some, but I could definitely build an army much bigger than his in like 3 turns before he even comes there. So I don't think that is a problem. Okay. Do we even care about this territory? It only has horses. How about this? 18-4, 528. No, no, just get this territory. This is horse. It's not the worst idea. We could always just build this territory up because this territory is also attached to Bahama, so we could always just have our territory here, and we could definitely keep this territory up in 1 turn. In fact, why even 1 turn? Oh yeah, we wait 1 turn before we give it up, right? Otherwise we get attacked, right? Masati, no. Ah, you are retreating. That means somebody has attacked you. Oh, so somebody is trying to clear this off. Maybe Plosive? Somebody else? I don't know. We will see. Okay. Now at this point, let's see how this territory looks which has the wonder. Oh, it looks fabulous. It looks fabulous. What a great tile. 1023. Just settle that. Such great tiles. 1 turn left. Nice. You can come down to settle it. Okay. Okay, let me see. 9, 3, 7, 8, 4, 10, 4, 11. 5, 11, 6, 8. This 511 might be the best tile. Actually, this 810 would be the best tile because it has 4 river tiles. So you know what? Just get this done. Okay. We are settling few more few more areas, and we can even help build the Forbidden City. Ah, I missed seeing it. I just saw through it. Forbidden City is getting built. I don't know. So we are the first city who put it in there. Okay. But I think I can put it with all of my cities that do not need to build anything up, right? Onok has 2 areas. Okay, Onok needs to get a 3rd area in here. And you already have 4 attachments. You have 4 attachments. You have 2 attachments, so you need a 3rd. You have 2 attachments, you need a 3rd. And then we probably want to get one of these ones. Okay. You know what?
Over this way.
Upgrade to a knight. Come here. So 1890 needed, 1890 needed. Very high in production, right? Very high production values. So very, very expensive. But what can we even do? Except just accept it. 3rd one is needed here. 1890 everywhere. Not very easy. Ashur. We can see the queue that all 3 bateys are queued up, so it is not an issue. We have found leverage. Obviously, we had found this leverage. So how far are we away? We will be getting there. So next, press end turn. We gained obviously 40 from the wonder we helped build. Alchemy has now been researched. Military tech will now be done in 2 turns. So truthfully speaking, we should be moving up in 1 turn. But I think I want to spend a little bit of time here just to make sure, although we have 3, 4, 5, 6 of 3 stars, so 18, 19, 20. Maybe we can wait enough to get this one a second star, right? We are at 30k, we need 32.7. So not too much, not too much. 32.7 is pretty close. So let's come here. You take a piece. You take piece. You just piece out for 1 turn. We need a territory for Onok. So come back here. You come here. Okay.
You
Guidance
seem trustworthy. Shall we talk?
has sent us an alliance proposal. Another one. Pretty nice to me.
I say yes.
Are we trading some resource? We want to trade for obsidian. Okay, because obsidian is very much necessary.
Lovely. Impressive. A cultural wonder that makes me want to pull out my toy blocks and go crazy.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. The point is that that should increase our production very heavily, because if we look at this one, it increases plus 1% industry per obsidian in all cities. So we have 475. Let's buy all of it.
How do you do? Whoever you are.
Oh, not you, you. Guiding. 475, right? Let us buy all 7. And what was our production? 505. Okay, not bad. Even 20 or 30 is pretty nice. So Batei, Habana can be building a forbidden city. Bahama can be building forbidden city. Ashur, not really. Nineveh is building. Anak can also be building a forbidden city. It's fine. Huato will complete the hamlet. And then build the forbidden city. We are so far behind here that I think that is necessary. Otherwise, we will never catch up. But in case of Huacho, what I really want to do is to give it more production. We see here this is 5 out of 4, minus 1 and 7. And it has 20 production. So if we take over this territory, we can build a Batei here in 1 turn. That should be very much possible. So I think let us just do it. Doesn't increase the cost too much. We can even build the Batei starting from the coast, which is I think much more useful. So let me put 1 turn into the Batei. Nice. How about you, Anak? You already have 3, but maybe you want to take this as the 4th. So Anak will probably require one of these territories. That's not good. Not that. How about this? 13, 12, 9, 16. Nine 16 sounds good. We might take over this area. Yeah, everybody is around here. It's fine. Even if we cannot give more territories to Anup right now, it is still not a bad thing. It will improve later on. This is a diplomat, so we need to come here still with our unit. And see if everything has been built. Okay, 14. And now 3 artisans quarter, luxury improvements. So now our production is finally scaling up. It is also very necessary so that the AIs keep up. Okay. It is necessary to keep trading with the AI so that you can also keep up very heavily. You can claim that for sure. None of these territories are really needed. Which territories are good to claim here? This particular one. Okay. This territory can be left. I would say since this particular territory touches us, I think I want to claim that. Everything else is still fine. You are still fine here. Nobody is generating grievances against her, especially not Plosive because she's just too weak. Let me also check any grievances. Canadian
Yes, it is
moves.
good to see you. Come take a glass at a seat.
Oh, we have generated yet more. Come on. Come here, Canadian moves. We will take that leverage in one more turn. Then I can forgive it for yet another leverage gain. And are we having anything there? You know what we need? We need. Hmm. There should be two diplomatic units here, right? I think this is the one. You should come here. You should get here. Can you even go through this area? I don't think so, okay. But we can go through here, right? Okay. So you should collect this. We will go through this particular channel. Come here. And then go to the Noxus region. I think that would be useful. So we will stay here for some time, or even just be here. Okay, 4 turns to the Forbidden Palace. Nice. I think I want to halt our claims until next era. Yeah, you just go there. It's fine. Go on. We have collected all our leverages here, so let's see. We don't have any outstanding grievances. No, we don't. We need to collect this one, and then it would be fine. Nothing against you. Nothing against you. Everything looks good. This territory, indeed, should be claimed. How about any one of these? 711, 713, 610, 615. This looks good. I will just take this territory next turn. Okay. I think our game is progressing extremely good. We are 1 turn away from building another bate. We could actually help build the Forbidden City very, very quickly so that we gain yet another leverage gain. 2 turns to bate, 1 turn to Maker's Quarter. So you need to build it up. You don't have any choice. Forbidden City there, Forbidden City there. And it doesn't even cancel, it doesn't even improve. No, it improves it by 1 turn. I think that is good. Because this bate already has production, so it will be completed. I could even let it be built. Okay, I can just let it be built. I think it will still be 4 turns. And we are like 2 turns away from our merchant star. Okay, a lot of stars are being earned. Regions are being converted first to animism, then to Zoroastrianism. That is good. So we have a lot of conversions, and let me see, we have a lot of holy sites that we still need to build on the new world to gain stability from. So otherwise, this should be a very, very successful game. I want to see how far can we push ahead, right? Have they claimed all the other wonders? Indeed, Citadel has been claimed. The Great Zimbabwe is still available. Forbidden City has been claimed. So I think they will be claiming another 2 wonders. So I can wait a few turns and try to maximize this era yields. End turn. Okay, armies are moving. Ashur has gained in population. Bahama has gained in population. Niger has been found now, finally. You can just auto explore anywhere, not like you're doing anything. Oh, Plosif is here. That is not good. I want to take over this area. You know, I would rather take over this area right now than let Plosif take it. This is a very good area, so let us just do it. Good. Any other place that needs more things? Indeed, it does. 25. Wow. That is quite a lot. 25 food, 9 science. Exploits quite a lot of things. So even though we couldn't see anything, thus obviously the UI still knew where it needed to do
This
it.
proposition should be in all.
Okay, scientific exchange is fine. Not useful to me, but not bad, I guess. We could obviously buy copper, all of the copper, so that we have more and more production because of our forges.
Sight for sore eyes.
Indeed.
Your proposal makes good sense. I say yes.
Let me buy this one here too.
Come, sit near me, my friend. Let us talk.
Indeed. We are sitting near you. Thank you.
Any day we speak is a good day.
Okay, so we have 4 alliances and one who has been shut down, and we can get this one finally. Finally. 160 gold. Not bad. Not bad at all. Get back here. Maybe I can get this one here in 3 turns. Watu has a population loss, -4. It wasn't even telling us. Okay, that is not good. -4. Okay, once the batey is built, let the hamlet be built first. Okay, then there will be no population loss, I guess. That sure is fine. We were not even getting informed. That is not good. Game, you were trying to cheat us. We now have an ability to build some infrastructure. In fact, that is what I need to do. I need to build some infrastructure. Let me build like one batey so that we build charcoal kiln, because okay, the production cost of this is 118, so charcoal kiln would probably be better. All of them have turns, and then I can go for the high furnace. Other than that, there's a lot of high food which can be done, but we are still very good in food. The one which has low food is Huato, who can build flood irrigation in 1 turn, and then charcoal kiln. So let's say flood irrigation in 1 turn, hamlet, or even charcoal kiln. That should solve the problem of food. Okay, let us get back into our core area. Again to our core area. I do not know what happened to those people. Okay. Rebel Archimenid Persian, Sparsa. So she is in very low stability, which makes sense. Low stability is obviously there because she is not making huge progress. Okay, you have leverage here, Nox. I want to collect it if I can. How about you? Do you have any other leverage? Oh. Curiosity. Did we have some leverage collected? We had only, this was only +5. Not impressive, but at least it's something. Let me place it here. I will keep placing it here. Pretty fine. The knight can come on the territory which is unclaimed. Nice. Although we might want to even get this territory up, because this is the joining territory between our cities. So not a bad idea, but not really needed, I guess. Okay, come here. Fine. Hmm. We need to attach some territory and get some bateys. You will be silent here. You should be getting up to build another territory up. We can make an extractor here to make sure that we have yet another tradable resource. And we have tradable resources out of the wazoo. Okay. We are at 18.1k free influence left. I think that is already quite high. Let me go there. At this point, I do not care about blocking them. I think I will just claim the territory here. Good enough. Now as you see, the cost of even claiming the territories with gold is rising up, but it rises up so slowly. So if you start with land rights, you can effectively colonize the entire New World, right? First place, right? Like the Spanish and the English did in real life. So 3 turn Forbidden City, 3 turn Forbidden City. Do we want to build Forbidden City right now? I think so. Merchant Star is here. And with Forbidden City, we can get Diplomat Stars, hopefully. So, might be useful. Now, 1 turn this and build the Forbidden City. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for 2 turn Forbidden City. So you build this one too. Let us end turn. Okay, we have 1 more turn remaining. The last tech has finally been researched, so technically speaking, we can move on. Even the second merchant star has been gained. The third one is at 46, so we are 2k each turn, and we are 12k away. So we are 6 turns away. The point is really, should we wait for the second diplomat star or not? That's a very difficult choice. What happened here? Okay, maybe come here. I don't know what happened here. Maybe the leverage was not collected, or was it collected? Okay, leverage was collected, but it doesn't even tell us how much it was. Well, fair enough. Okay.
It is always a pleasure to see you, friend.
I will renounce everything. It will still
We
not be
greet
enough,
you,
I think.
as always, with a smile.
Okay.
A pleasure.
Perhaps.
Okay. Merchant star, diplomat stars. We are very, very close. However, I think there is no real need to wait. We will be completing this wonder the next turn. I mean, waiting does not have any real repercussions because the other people in the third medieval era are also very far behind, so we could even wait 6, 7 turns. But realistically, in any game, you cannot keep on hunting for stars and waiting so long. So, and I want to do it as an over-explained series, obviously. That is how I'm doing it. So, I don't see any real reason to keep waiting. Yes, we were not able to get all our territories attached and build bateys, but that happens. That is just how the game is played. But we were able to get quite a lot of stars here. If you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 21 stars. I would say that is a very, very high amount. We even have 14 competitive deeds done. Okay, so now if we click this button, we can see the next era. And I can kind of discuss the choices for the next era. So let us discuss one by one, and then I will discuss which one has a common squatter, which I want to show off. Maori, another militarist culture, so very good if you keep on fighting, but they also have a lot of stability if you are going for a lot of wars. So if you keep on continuing for war, then you can have plus extra 30 or 60 even stability for the rest of the era. The Wakatua, it's good, but it's a naval transport, so yeah, it is not that excellent. You don't have an aggressive unit here, a defensive unit, which is whatever. Pa is actually pretty good because it is a garrison. It is kind of a garrison. It provides district fortification and food and stability. Although I think it doesn't count. It definitely counts as a garrison. So you see, because of which garrisons are pretty useful. Garrison strat can definitely be played, and maybe I can even show that off later on with another playthrough. Although garrisons, the first era will be very similar because of it is also an Assyrian one. Next option is Swiss diplomat. I'm never ever happy about diplomat cultures because it is so much harder to gain the diplomatic stars. And if you cannot get, and because then the diplomatic stars will be what is required for us to gain the most fame. And diplomat stars, if you are seeing here, are the hardest to gain because they rely quite a lot on what the other AIs are doing. Yeah, sure. In here, if we took all the three wonders that we built, help build the AI, we helped the AI build, we could have gained maybe another 120 or 130, but it still is very heavily dependent on AI. And many times you cannot get monumental contractors. Many times they do not generate enough grievances against each other, or you cannot collect them efficiently. Very often you do not have this one set up, diplomatic cooperation, so that 50% of all leverage from each other is generated to other nations. Uh, so I really, really do not like diplomatic cultures in general. I think they are very often weak, although their affinity bonus Big Brother, as I said, is one of the best ones because it gives +1 agent cap. So if you get this up early, even if you do not earn fame, you can actually have a lot of diplomatic units going left and right and collecting leverages everywhere. Watchmaker's Guild is pretty good, I would say. I mean, it definitely provides a lot of gold, and if you can have good adjacency with other places, it is good. But the problem is that I don't remember if it provides a slot. Oh, it provides a lot of slot of farmers, makers, and market quadrant researcher slot. It provides all the slot per adjacent research quadrant. That makes it actually decent. Actually, I have never played it because I really think diplomat cultures are pretty weak. Caribbeans, I'm practically never going to play because it uses the poaching mechanic where you have to sit on one of the trade routes. So, as an example, our trade routes are okay. If we go to the trade screen, right? These are our trading points. Resources, some trade is going here, and which uh, item is being bought and sold can be seen here. So, you have to kind of sit on the trade route to poach the resources, and that damages your relationships very heavily. So, it is only really useful if you already are going to go to war, and that is helpful because it is a militarist culture. But the point is that the gains are not that strong, although they do have good gunner units, and even this unit, the escort ship, is still pretty good. But if I'm going to go to war, I may as well choose the Maori, who have very strong uh, stability gains from it. The Dutch, I had shown it already in the harbor strat, and there you could see that while their merchant affinity is still not very strong, but this is one era where you can definitely gain all the gold. Why? Because of their legacy trade, which is +1 money per population. And if you see how much population we have, like let's say 30 each or 40 each, or so on. I think our capitals are even higher. capital and nearby cities are like 34, 35. So let's say 30 to 40, like roughly average. Let's say 30 even. If you have like 6 cities, that is a lot of gold. And the most important is the VOC warehouse, which gets plus 20 money per adjacent harbor. So if you can stack 2 or 3 harbors, this gives so much money, you cannot even keep on spending it. At the end of my harbor strat, I was buying like nuclear weapons each turn, and I could still not overspend. Like it was just too much. I was earning like I think like 200K or something around that. Incas are an expansionist culture. Expansionism, I think, becomes much worse here unless you are also going for a lot of war. On Condra's win can be good because it is plus 3 food and district per adjacent mountain. So if you make a map which has a lot of mountains, then this is not a bad one. But otherwise, not get great. Anti-cavalry is something I definitely do not like too much, so I anyway downgrade them. Terrace farms can be good, but the problem is the placement requirement, which is that it must be placed next to a mountain, right? And if you look at how many mountains we have on a normal generated tiles, they are few and far in between. Sure, they often are between two different territories, so we could place two here, let's say one here and one here. But I mean, they are just so far and few between. This doesn't even count as a mountain. This is just a stone field, right? So the only mountain here is this one, and therefore we would have to build it here. And it is fully in one territory, so we cannot even build two. So I also hold them like in a C tier culture or something. Now, Haudenosaunee, I would say is an A tier one, not an S tier, but definitely pretty high because they are an agrarian one. They gain plus 1 food on exploitation, and since all our districts, regardless of what they do, they always exploit all the tiles around it. So you can, this even helps other strategies like right now the commons quarter, or even the garrison quarter strat. Why? Because if you see here, all the tiles around it will be exploited. So this is like an Eduba. So for example, all the tiles around it will be exploited. And although it only exploits, let's say, science, all these tiles which are exploited would gain plus 1 food. That can really add up. So Haudenosaunee, very good because I mean most of the unique trait which I say doesn't need you to do anything by yourself, I think are excellent because you gain free benefits. Their three sisters plantation is also good, plus 5 food per number of attached territory, plus 3 food per number of farmers quarter. Pretty nice. The plus 5 food per number of attached territory is very close to the English ability. If you remember, that was I think plus 7. So, and you can build this up in every territory, right? So you can have some really high food. So I think definitely an A tier because if you take one of these ones in the early modern, you will have no food problems. In most games, you need to take only one agrarian culture. I have taken the Taino, so I will no longer be taking anybody else, but that is what needs to be, I would say, is my recommendation. Joseon, a scientist one, I would say Joseons are fine because they do have plus 3 science and tile producing science. But if you have to take a science culture, then the Umayyads in the medieval era are still better because it allows you to beeline for some important key texts. And if we see the technology tree here, so if we choose the Joseon, we will be able to beeline the 5th era, which is not that impressive. It can be impressive because only impressive if you gain some of the gunner units. So and especially the line infantry. So if you beeline for line infantry and if you have a lot of science, okay, then it is good. Otherwise, it is pretty mediocre because each era only lasts about, let's say, 25 turns. So how many turns do you have to beeline away, right? The, the era which lasts the longest is generally the ancient era because that lasts for, let's say, around turn 15 to 20 to turn 50, which because of which Babylonian rushes are still very strong, even though I dislike scientist affinity cultures pretty early on. Homayards are good because it allows you to get a particular tech that I will discuss, which is this particular tech, humanism. You can beeline through centralized power and even get 3-masted ship, right? So you can find colony plans and still build medieval era things. So that is good if you get Umayyads, but Joseon I think are like B tier. Masai are another agrarian affinity like Haudenosaunee, but I would rate them slightly lower for a certain reason because the Nkang uh, it provides +5 food per adjacent exploitation, but it doesn't give all that excess food per number of territories. And there, the number of, if you can build this one like 2 or 3 times, it is a very high amount of food, which is not that true for Enkang. Although the -35% population consumption is very good because it also is like a few hundred food, definitely for free. Mink, I think, is pretty weak because it's an aesthetes. Aesthetes have been heavily nerfed, so and anyway, even before they were nerfed, you could get like let's say 2000 influence per 10 turns extra. And what is even the use? You already have plus 2000 influence per turn or something around that. So they definitely. Oh, sorry for this. I want to show it here. They are definitely not good at all. Although the grantee house can be fine because it produces +1 influence per district and +2 influence per adjacent district. So it can stack up quite a lot, and it is a common squatter. So I would choose this one if I wanted to show this one off. I could still choose this, but I do not like that Ming at all. Mughals are actually the S tier culture here, other than maybe the Ottomans, who are also very close, but I think A tier. S tier, why? Because they have huge production, +2 industry per number of territories on your sphere of influence. And this is +2% and not only +2. And at this point, our industry is like 300, 400 each city, 500 each city. And if you add the number of territories in our sphere of influence, and you can see the sphere of influence with this, right? Everything which is our color is our sphere of influence. If you add this up all in our capital, you can make your capital so strong that it completely overpowers everything. Not only that, they have another gunner elephant unit. So if you are a fan of them, pretty good. I think they are actually a very strong unit. But what they have also is the Jama Masjid. Not only is this a religious district, so you have the religious discount. Yeah, this is a maker quarter which you are anyway wanting to build, but it gains +1 industry per worker, right? And if you have what industry worker like let's say 10 per city, and each area, so you're getting like 10 each in each area, and so much faith per population, where you only have like 30, 40 population, influence, even a base industry, and +3 industry per adjacent maker quarter. I mean, if you build this up, you can actually build, because of the religious discount, you can still build this in 2 turn each, and your production can go from like let's say 500 or 600 to like 1,500 in like 5 turns. So this is so broken. I wish they even nerf it slightly. And it has been, I think, nerfed twice, I think, as far as I remember. Maybe once. But it maybe even needs to be nerfed more. Ottomans, an expansionist one. But what makes them so good is -50% on heavy weapon industry cost. And if you are fighting a very grindy war, right, with an AI who is equal to us, which is not happening here, we are very far ahead, then what you really need are heavy weapons to break like stalemates. And the -50% heavy cost is very strong, and the combat strength is even stronger. Janissaries are gunner units, so they are all the gunner units become very strong here. And they have on top of it a religious district, so +1 faith per district, +3 influence, +3 influence per adjacent district. This is neutral, but this ability makes them an A tier, especially if you are going for war. I think, in fact, there are 2 cultures here which I would, 2 or 3 cultures which are good for war. Poles are good, Spanish are good. Let me discuss the Poles. Militarist one, very good, and they give +2 stability on district, so this will solve all your stability problems forever. On top of it, having a garrison commons quarter which provides influence and some stability, so all your stability problems will be solved at once, no matter how much you are expanding. It also protects neighboring tiles from being ransacked, so it's not actually a bad one, it's a good one. And winged hussars are very good, although I do not like cavalry. They are able to attack very strongly because they have charge master, right? When charging, the target cannot retaliate. And you do charging by moving a lot of tiles. So let's say if you move from the edge of your boundary to attack a unit, then that is called charging, and that is just so strong that if you cannot get hit back, you can completely destroy entire armies with these winged hussars and some combination of units. The Spanish, another expansionist one. These are excellent, although the +3 combat strength on unsupplied units is not that strong, and I would say that they are not even that good because unsupplied can only happen when you are not fighting on your territory, although then it is pretty decent to fight other people because when you are sieging them, you are kind of unsupplied temporarily while you are fighting. So then it really helps expand, and really all expansionist ships definitely need warlike abilities. The Cathedral Goticas are also pretty good because they are commons court religious district which provides stability. So a lot of stability there, +1 faith per population, just like Jama Masjid. So a lot of faith and even +3 faith per adjacent district. So this is a very, very strong faith generation. So if you need to combat faith or make sure that your faith becomes dominant, this is what you should choose. But what is really makes them really good is conquistadors. Now, conquistadors have a very high combat strength even amongst other gunner units. Like other gunner units are also good, 44, 43. So they are quite strong. I mean, quite a lot of these gunner units are 43, 44, but conquistadors are also pretty close. You can get them very, very early. But the point is that they fight at full strength even when defending against close combat attacks. So they are very good at defending. So other units have a hard time attacking into conquistadors. Not only that, they generate additional money from winning battles and ransacking. So if you are on like snowballing, you can just snowball past control. So this is also another culture which is useful for breaking stalemates. Although if you are in a stalemate, I would say Ottomans are probably better. Edo-Japanese, another aesthete, so pretty weak, although they have an automatic influence generation per populational city or outpost. So good. Another influence generation district, emblematic district, is also religious, so not too bad, but you lose 10 stability, and if you are low on stability, then you cannot choose this culture. Although it has a little bit of faith, so maybe it can be useful, but I do not like aesthetes, so I think they are too weak. Venetians are good if you want to go for merchants, although if you are going for the harbor route, then Dutch is the way to go. But other than that, if you have a lot of trade routes and you are in like peacetime, as we are right now, then this is very useful. Bugatti de RTC, very good market quarter, a lot of influence generation and everything. I would say they are not very strong, but like B tier for sure. So that leaves us few choices: Poles, Spanish, and I think there was Ming. I will not be choosing Ming. I think they are too weak, and we do not need more influence generation. And we do not even need to fight anybody. And militarist saved the problem is that our main star will be military, and we definitely do not want to keep on fighting. Right? We have been fighting quite a lot, and who will we fight? I mean, the only person who can we can fight very quickly is Canadian Moose, who we could definitely attack. I mean, he has built some wonders, right? In this one city has Colosseum. Let me check with this tab, right? It has Colosseum, Lighthouse of Alexandria, Colossus of Rhodes. So three wonders in one city. We could attack him, but do we want to? Maybe, maybe not. But it's not really needed even if we wanted to attack. Okay, so let's go ahead. So that for me leaves the Spanish, which is a good one because expansionist is not too bad. We can still build cities, and that leaves us with expansionism pretty good. And they have some stability and a lot of faith generation. So our faith will be dominant across the entire new world, and our continent is it is already super dominant. Maybe we can even spread it into the third continent. If we are very, very strong, maybe we can start conquering, or even without conquering, maybe just with our faith generation, we could expand it in the in the old continent or in the second continent. So I will be choosing the Spanish, and I hope that this one goes good. Cathedral Goticas anyway have both religious and common quarter discount, so I should be able to build them up even faster than our bateys here. So that looks good. I chose the Spanish. Let me move with the knight here. Where is the boat going? The boat doesn't need to go anywhere. You can just stay there. You all can stay there. We are not producing any leverage, so you can stay there. You can stay there. I do not see any grievances. Okay. Are you going to come here soon? I hope so. Okay. Let me get this. Okay. I think we should be able to get this in a few turns. In second turn, it will reach here, and third, and then we should be able to cross the area to Corral. So I can send you to her capital. Okay, that is fine. You can. Okay, I think Onok, which area would be better, right? This one just against Nineveh, or this one in the middle? I think the one in the middle looks very good to me. So let me see which area can we settle up, right? 14, 14, 11, 10, 13, 12. How many ties does this have of the river? Quite a lot, because if I place it here, then it will have to belong to Nineveh. Okay, so I need to place it. This one has 3. This one has 4. I think that is much more useful, because we can then place a hamlet here and it covers everything here. There is no bad choice. No, both of these are good. I will just choose much more. And because also one of the things that you might have been noticing is how when we use an army to build another region, then it can instantly build it, because the cost is reduced the higher the combat strength of the unit producing it is. That is something that needs to be taken care of. Here what we can do is I can even show off. Do we have a settler unit here? I do not remember. I thought there was a settler unit, but it might be in the next era. Okay, it might be the next era where we have a unit which can settle cities. It might be what is called a colonist. So let me check the tech tree. Yeah, settler. So we can build this one very quickly after 3 turns and have a colony plan, and then we can expand very quickly, right? We will gain the +1 city cap hopefully soon. Then we should be good to go. Okay, where can our units move? No, you can come back here. You can come here. Okay, you already have something. You already are here. Okay, so you can again move on this tile and just stay silent. You have gained all this territory up. This might be good, simply because it is in the middle of our territories. Okay, this is 1 turn off. How about this? 18-5, 16-5, 15-12. Okay, this is much better. But if somebody else settles that, I think I'm still pretty fine. Let them settle everything around. I do not think that this is a good city. Maybe if she wants, I could give this area, right? And that would not be too bad for me. I guess depending on how I feel, I could do that. Let me just put this one silent. Okay, so we are at the end of this era, which means now we are going to move on, and let me check all the. Okay, some resources were sold. Territory has been demilitarized. Pretty good. Army became lost at sea and came back. Leverages were gained. There is a bug, so it is not telling us how much we got. I don't even know if we got any leverage, but fair enough. Very successful medieval era. The Taino, very, very strong. I would say an S tier save along with the English, plus 3 food per number of territories, very good, plus 2 food on common squatter, which we are doing excellent, right? No issues at all, right? Excellent ones. So let's end turn and move on turn 100 to the fourth era. Let's go.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment. Let's see whether a different leader can write a less tumultuous version of the history of the Spanish Empire.
I will try. I will try. At least I will not be going for the war, right? The Spanish have had a history of going to the New World, which we are, and colonizing it, which we did. But we were not the Spanish then, we were the Taino. So it shouldn't be on the Spanish, right? So let us see this. New era, go to Empire screen. We already have 3 stars. So let's go to the Empire screen. Everything looks good. This will be our legacy trade, plus 3 combat strength on unsupplied units. Pretty strong. We have the military star already done, 1. Agrarian star, obviously, because we are our food keeps on, our population just keeps on rising. And even the builder star. Okay, that is quite nice. Some resources have been sold. Now finally we have the Congress unlocked, doctrine axis, and we will discuss all about that in the next era. So you know what, I will just close this one off. Builder star has been completed. Thank you.
You've unlocked the Congress of Humankind. Let's find out how the world gets along with ideas instead of weapons.
We will still have weapons, so we will discuss about the Congress the next time. And that is where I think this video will be ending, right? We have a fight between some territory. So we are being attacked by 3 swordsmen, but why? Okay. If we want to gain 3 units killed, fair enough. That is fine with me. But this is where I will be ending the video. So I will be making a quick save. Indeed, we only played a very few number of turns, but hopefully it was pretty nice to see. And we got to see the end of the medieval era. We are now in early modern era with the Spanish, and we will continue this in the next time. If you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye.